Massive implications on the night. The Oswego State Lakers play the Buffalo State Bengals. My name is Nicholas Stetter. I'm here in the press box with Logan Weingartner today. Logan, how are we feeling?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I'm incredibly grateful to be in the box today. Should be an exciting matchup between two fierce competitors in the Lakers and the Bengals. I'd say that Buffalo State plays the top-of-the-line offense. 45 goals on the season so far, so Oswego will need to be alert defensively, Nick, at all times.
And we look at the starting lineups tonight, Logan. We have Jay Ellis at striker for Oswego, followed by Ethan Caruana, Ian Husselbeck, Simon Bastone, and Kieran Husselbeck in the midfield. Vladimir Lavrenenko, the lone center defensive midfielder. Ryan Bulis at left back, TJ Tanner at right back, Scout McCumsky and Rowan King at the center backs, and Kyle Rose in net playing a 4-1-4 formation. And if we look at the Buffalo State Bengals, we can see number 18, Sam Gregson up top, Lissetti Sakobo in the midfield, followed by number 12, Anejado. Also in the midfield, we have Diego Rivera. They're playing a 4-back with Isaac Felder and Salvador Gomez in the center backs. Matthew Soistat, Stasiuk at the left back. And number 8 in the midfield as well, that will be Jay Kitcher. And on the right back, Stephen Haven, Logan. And in goal for the Bengals is Carson Smith.
Yeah, so I want to talk about last matchups now. Lakers did beat Potsdam on Wednesday, October 15th, 5-2. Very good establishment for them, but then they fell to, I'd say, rival Plattsburgh on last Saturday, 3-0 in Plattsburgh. So they will look to bounce back against Buffalo State, who is on an interesting, unique streak of 3 ties, with the most recent result coming in the form of a 1-1 tie against New Paltz in New Paltz. Nick.
And as we approach kickoff, Jay Ellis standing over the ball. The Oswego Lakers fighting for SUNY playoff contention. And here we go. Simon Bastone gets the ball off to Ryan Bulis on the wing. Bulis sends the ball up to Jay Ellis. Jay looking for a header. Lifts his hand up. A hand of God, Diego Maradona situation. Leaves it to Lissetti Sakobo. Sakobo plays it out wide to Stephen Haven. Haven looking on the wing for a through ball to Anejado. Jado wins the ball off of Bulis. Jado finding something on the wing. Finds Sakobo in the midfield. Sakobo on Husselbeck. Husselbeck trying to win the ball back. Tackle, no call by the referee. Bastone and Bulis looking for the ball. Bulis tries a clearance. Gregson wins it off of Bulis and hit off Bulis for a Bengal throw-in. Great start by the Bengals.
Yeah, certainly is. And that's what they have done all season to get at the point of where they are with an 11-1-3 record. They've just run such a calculated offense. They know what they're doing in all fronts.
And here we are, Diego Rivera on the wing in a one-on-one with Lavrenenko. Lavrenenko trying to run him down. Rivera shakes him off. Left-footed cross into the middle. McCumsky mishit. Tries a second header. Misses the ball there. A turnaround clearance by Husselbeck. Gets the ball out of the 18 for the Lakers, but whipped straight back in by Stasiuk. Ball over the top of Kitcher's head to Jay Ellis, looking for something down the wing. Using that pace. One-on-one with Stephen Haven. Haven into Jay in a one-on-one situation. TJ looking down the wing. Tries to body off Haven. Does a great job there looking for something in the middle. TJ keeps it in bounds. Looking for something. Haven finally gets a touch onto it. And the ball will be placed with Gregson. Gregson straight back to Jado. Jado over the top to Diego Rivera. And Rivera misses the ball for a Laker throw-in.
Yeah, we just saw Tajay with that ball down the field. He'll certainly be one of the Lakers' focal points on offense. He's their leading scorer with 3 goals, so we see a lot of ball control on his end in so many games.
Tajay, a focal point of this Laker offense as the Bengals get the ball back from a rough challenge. Stasiuk on the wing, looking for anybody here. Stasiuk, the brother of Alex Stasiuk, who's playing up top today. My apologies, not playing up top. He is right next to his brother in the left midfield. Salvador Gomez on the ball right now, dribbling in the midfield. Plays it over the top ball to Sakobo. Sakobo on the left wing in a one-on-one with TJ Tanner. Sakobo and Tanner. Sakobo looking for a play. He gets past. He does not. Kieran Husselbeck stops it on the press for a Bengal throw-in. Stasiuk looking for something down the line possibly. Finds it to Rivera. Rivera in a one-on-one with Lavrenenko. That's going to be the tail of the tape today, Logan. Lavrenenko versus Rivera.
Yeah, Lavrenenko's definitely going to want to shut down, I'd say maybe the top player in all of D3, obviously the top goal scorer. So we're going to see Lavrenenko try to run with Rivera at all times and also need to have a really good all-around effort on defense to stop the whole attack.
Rivera, the definition of a playmaker as the ball sits with Salvador Gomez, who plays out wide to Stephen Haven. Haven straight back to Gomez. Gomez has all the time in the world. Swings the ball out to Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk in a one-on-one with Hustleback. Hustleback tries his best to win the ball back, but it will go out for a Bengal throw-in as Stasiuk gets another opportunity. Throws it straight back to Isaac Felder. Felder swinging the ball over to Kitcher. Kitcher, he has Salvador open on the wing. He will play a long ball instead to Ane Jado. Jado and Haven looking for the ball. Haven on the wing, tries a cross in the middle, and it will be out of bounds for a Laker goal kick.
I think Oswego has had a very good defensive stand so far. Not a lot of shots faced for Kyle Rose. That's because of the improved back-end help for the Lakers. They've been able to stop Buffalo State from getting many chances. So Coach Dan Kane has to be pleased with that so far.
Ball one straight back by the Bengals will go out for a throw-in. And I also want to mention, Logan, a lot of changes in the lineup today. Rivera, who's normally a starter, will not start today. We also see the change of Rowan King at center back, who usually is TJ Tanner, and Benjamin Brooks is usually on the right back side, as Tajay Ellis gets thrown by Stephen Haven for a Laker free kick here. And I believe it will go to Ryan Bulis, the left back, as Jado stands in front of the ball. The ball will actually go to McCumsky. McCumsky might look for a quick cross, maybe a bomb ball up top for Hustlebeck or to Jay Ellis, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, this game maybe sort of getting chippy already with that foul. Lakers only 20 yellow cards. Buffalo State, not many. They don't commit much sloppy play, so we'll see how that plays out if it transitions into the rest of the game.
Rivera try to get the ball to Rivera. Gregson now trying to get to the ball before Bulis does. He will, but Bulis wins the ball straight back. McCumsky with the left-footed attempt for Ethan Caruana. Caruana wins it back. Bulis in possession. Bulis trying to find something. McCumsky back. A little lofted pass to Caruana. Bouncing ball. Ball kicked out. It will be an Oswego Laker throw-in. Bulis to take the throw. He's looking for anything right here. Bulis finds it down the line to Caruana, trying to win a header, skip it on to TJ. TJ and Haven are battling, hands all over each other. Bastone tries to win it off of the defense. Stasiuk on the ball right now, looking for something. Stasiuk versus Hustlebeck. Sakobo back to Felder. Isaac Felder now, looking for anything here. We'll swing it to Salvador Gomez. Gomez on the ball. Lots of time and possession. TJ sort of pressing him. Swings it back to Felder. Felder looking for anything in the play right now. Will play a lofted ball. Won by McCumsky to clear the ball. Caruana to Bastone. Bastone, one on his back. Keeps it. Loses the ball. Gregson gets the foul called on him, Logan. And a very possessive game as of right now, Logan.
Yeah, between both teams, no team able to really gain too much ball control on their end, with the Lakers taking it from the Bengals. And on the other side, the Bengals able to be ahead of the Lakers on offense. So we'll see how this plays out. We know both teams can run such a good team defense as Ellis gets it here.
The ball won. Alex Stasiuk on that. Loses the ball straight back from Caruana. Caruana trying to make a play. Stasiuk gets the ball straight back. Ane Jado tries it in the middle. Tajay, a great interception there. Caruana on the ball. Tajay, a little miscommunication. Aggressive play. And here comes Kieran Hustleback. Hustleback tried to get into the middle. Haven shut him down immediately. Bastone, a quick turn into TJ Tanner on the right back slot. Sakobo gets there quick to make him play it back to Bastone. Bastone now versus Rivera. Plays it out to Bulis on the wing where Jadu's pressing. Caruana versus Haven on the wing. A mistouch by Caruana will lead to a Bengal throw-in. Scary for the Bengals there. Kieran Hustleback almost got through, Logan.
Yeah, he almost did, but you see that whole team defense of the Bengals, I'd say rather threatening and intimidating to the Lakers, that errant pass, and then the Bengals stepping up on defense as soon as the Laker tries to get the ball. Such good display so far of defense.
It was an amazing play there. Ian Hustleback straight to his brother Kieran Hustleback. Hustleback tries to loft it over to Jay Ellis. Could get there before Jadu. He does. Jadu and Ellis battling, and they will call it for a Oswego corner, Logan. And what do you see happening on this corner kick for the... Oh, wait. They reverted to a goal kick. Carson Smith will now take the goal kick for the Bengals, Logan.
Yeah, and now the Bengals are trying to get something going. We'll see what transpires here. And if it was a corner kick, I believe the Lakers could have got some momentum there with Ellis being the primary striker. I'd say he's such a golden heel, very powerful foot with 3 goals on the season, leading scorer for the Lakers. But unfortunately for them, it's state ball.
Blitzing speed as well for TJ as Salvador Gomez looks for a long ball over the top. McComsky mistouches it. TJ Tanner clears it straight out, lofted in the air. Caruana tries to bring it down. Does keep it in play. Won't get past Gomez as TJ was trying to run onto it. Ane Jado. Jado swings it over to Alex Stasiuk. But Hustleback intercepts the pass. 1v1 versus Matthew. It's a one-on-one here. Baston gets the ball, loses it from a pass. Great interception. And now we have Diego Rivera. Rivera looking for anybody. Finds Stephen Haven on the wing. Haven looking for something here. We'll play it straight back to Salvador Gomez. Lots of space in the back. They're really recycling the ball very well. The Bengals. Kitcher on the ball. All the time in the world. Kitcher looking for something here. Hustleback slightly presses. A ball over the top. Rivera's going to run onto it. Rivera and Lavranenko in the 18. Rivera looking for something here. Ball deflected off of Lavranenko for a Bengal throw-in. That's a scary sight for the Lakers when they see Rivera on the ball, Logan.
Yeah, but Lavranenko, the freshman, being thrown into the jungle, able to stop that from Rivera, and that's what head coach Dan Kane wants out of his first-year player. Very good insight from him. You can see he has so much trust in the freshman.
Long throw-in attempted by Rivera will get cleared out. It's to Jay Ellis on the ball, and no one up top with him. Through ball to Kieran Hustleback as he is sprinting towards that ball. Decent amount of time as Kitcher tries to press him. Kieran Hustleback on the left wing, plays it to Bulis in the left back slot. Straight back to Kieran Hustleback, one on his back. Bulis plays it all the way back to Scout McComsky. McComsky looking towards Rowan King in the middle of the field. King, easy ball to Lavranenko. Lavranenko straight back to McComsky. Recycling the ball in the defense is the name of the game. So McComsky tries to throw ball over the top, just lofted a little too much, and Carson Smith is going to jog over to it as the Lakers give him the time he wants, and he's going to bring this ball into his own 18 and swing it to Isaac Felder. Felder on the ball now, dribbling up the field. Oswego really not pressing much in this game, playing a very conservative press, Logan.
Yeah, Nick, and we're going to hear that word a lot, recycling, between both teams, because they are just going to find out what works. They're going to have the ball behind the midline until they can find something. For the Bengals, it'll be Rivera who's going to try to find open space because we know how scary he is. But obviously you're going to want to take any chance you get. So we'll see.
Foul on Diego Rivera there for a Bengal free kick. And looking for a quick opportunity, Felder. Felder's not going to get it. Finally makes the pass to Alex Stasiuk. Straight back to his brother, Matthew Stasiuk. Another pair of twins. We're used to seeing Laker twins in Ian Hustleback and Kieran Hustleback, but we got another set on the Bengals, too, with Matthew and Alex Stasiuk. It's a very exciting sight to see, Logan. And we're looking a ball here, Salvador Gomez. Jado wins it off Baston. Caruana fighting for it. Jado bodies off the ball, swings it to Rivera on the left wing. Diego Rivera, what a touch by Rivera there as a one-on-one with Lavranenko is set up. Great slide by Ian Hustleback, but it lands into the feet of Sokobo, who has a left foot cross, and Simon Baston has none of that and clears it out.
Yeah, you can see how much the Lakers want this. I see them hustling to the ball at every point. Such an impressive stand on defense so far, Nick. We want to see that the rest of the game from them.
Rivera, a longer throw into Stasiuk. Stasiuk on the top of the 18 has a long shot, way too high. Doesn't even test Kyle Rose, and we'll have an Oswego goal kick.
Yeah, Kyle Rose certainly pleased with that. Sometimes you have a powerful foot, but that can be especially costly at times, as we have just seen there.
Kyle Rose had a very good game against the Potsdam Bears last time they were at home. Saved a penalty from making the lead 2-3. It was a great play by Rose as we go back into play. Kieran Hustleback on the ball. Stasiuk tried to win it. Hustleback still running down Felder. Felder tries to clear the ball. Lands into the feet of Alex Stasiuk. Look for something there. King easily calms it down. Caruana with a one-touch pass to Hustleback. That was just a little short. Won by Stasiuk into Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something here. Will dribble up the field a little bit as Oswego continues the conservative press. Bulis, great interception there. TJ Ellis has to run back for this ball, though, played by Bulis. TJ on the ball. Stays with it in a one-on-one situation with Gregson. Gregson and Jado win the ball off to Jay Ellis. TJ Ellis loses it. Kitcher on the ball now. Jay Kitcher. Ball played back to Felder. Straight back to Kitcher. Kitcher in the middle of the field looking for anything. Tries a through ball to Jado. Can it get past Bulis? Bulis easily heads it out. Great play by the left back as Hustleback has the ball straight to his brother. A missed pass, and it will go out for a Bengal throw-in. That could have been a counterattack, Logan.
Yeah, it could have textbook play by Bulis there to knock it out, but however, an errant pass proved to be costly. We've seen those many times this game already. Maybe the Lakers scared.
And now Bastone and Hustleback in the midfield trying to work off each other. Ball won back by Gregson. Gregson now to Sokobo. Sokobo in the middle of the field plays it straight back to Kitcher. Kitcher swings it out to Stephen Haven. Haven on the wing. Looking for something. Tries a long ball into the left side of the 18. King heads it out. Hustleback plays a ball to TJ Ellis. Intercepted by Felder. Great hustle there by Felder. And now Diego Rivera on the ball. Drop down to the midfield from the left wing position. Kitcher straight back to Rivera. Rivera into Stasiuk. Stasiuk on the wing. Looking for something here. The left-footed player swings it in. It's a one-on-one. Bulis wins the header. Caruana skips it on to get out of the 18, but the ball is still with Salvador Gomez of the Bengals. And neither player, Bulis or Sokobo, gets there for an Oswego Laker throw-in. The Bengals are playing some very good possession offensively, Logan.
Yeah, they are. Coach has to like what he's seeing. They're keeping it in their end, but the Lakers, I think, having a very good defensive showing so far, only allowing one shot on goal, and obviously that shot not going in. That one above the goal, so the Lakers, very good on defense now, having a wonderful showing, I'd say, through the first 15.
And here we are now. Felder in the middle of the field plays it straight up to Stasiuk. Stasiuk played it back to Salvador Gomez. Gomez switches it to Stephen Haven. Haven on the wing to Kitcher. Back to Haven. Looking straight back to Gomez. Gomez wants to swing it. Carson Smith on the ball. The goalkeeper of the Bengals swings it to Felder. Felder now. All the time in the world. You couldn't ask for more if you tried, Logan. Plays it. Doesn't play it yet. Looking for something. Kind of hesitated there, and the ball will be intercepted by the Lakers. Caruana to Bulis. Bulis clears. Haven. And neither team is really getting a good possession of the ball. They're kind of making a little, like 3 or 4 passes and then clearing the ball to a Oswego or a Bengals header on the defensive side, Logan.
Yeah, I just think that neither team really knows fully what they want to do with the ball on their toes in either end. They're just hoping the best can happen, but I think both teams playing really intimidating defense, and that will certainly carry into the second half.
It's been a very defensive game and a very strong showing from both defenses as TJ Tanner and Stasiuk on the wing. Bulis trying to win that header. Cleared out by McCumsky. Caruana and Kitcher on the wing. Caruana heads it forward straight into the feet of Stephen Haven. Haven now on the wing. Wide open is Alex Stasiuk in the middle of the field. Hustleback presses. Switches it to his brother on the wing, which is Matthew Stasiuk. Matthew down to Jado. Jado on the wing, tries to cross the ball in. TJ Tanner will deflect it, and it will be a Buffalo State Bengal corner.
Good handles by Jado there, but the Lakers first to get the ball. And now we'll see if the Bengals can do anything with it with this corner kick in the sea of white and black jerseys.
And this has been a problem for the Lakers in recent times, the aerial battles. So it's going to be a very scary sight. They really need to win this. Gregson in there, a very tall, strong player. Felder also a very strong center back. It might be a scary sight as Sokobo continues to whip it in, whips it in right now. The corner's high, going to the back post. Rivera heads it way high in the sky. Bastone attempts to clear it with his left foot. Ball is slow, and the Bengals will let it roll out for a throw-in. Misuse of a corner there, Logan.
Yeah, certainly was. The Bengals will look to clean up on that. As I said again, though, I don't know if they know what they fully want to do. Maybe they're just nerves, racking off these nerves, but Lakers just standing tall on all fronts.
And now Salvador Gomez, Sokobo on the wing. Sokobo in a very scary spot. What a block there by TJ Tanner to keep Kyle Rose untouched this game. TJ Tanner, phenomenal play as Stasiuk switches it to Rivera. Doesn't get to Rivera in time. It will go out for another Bengal throw. And we've seen Rivera take these throw-ins. That one was short, but we usually see him take a longer throw-in into the box. It's very essential and nice to have someone like that to make those throw-ins as Caruana takes it down the wing. This is a great counter-attacking opportunity to Jay Ellis. Stephen Haven, one-on-one situation. Haven gets there and Carson Smith collects it. Great play by the Bengal defender.
Yeah, Haven getting the best of Ellis in that speed battle, and then you see prominent goalie Carson Smith making the smart play to come out there and take the ball. Again, neither team able to gain an edge.
Bengals back on offense from an amazing punt by the goalie Carson Smith as Haven gets the ball back. Haven with all the time in the world as Caruana slowly presses. Ball played back to Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something. Plays a through ball in the middle. Sokobo in a one-on-one with Scout McCumsky. Now Anejado on the wing against Ryan Bulis. Straight back to Sokobo. Sokobo down to Stephen Haven. Haven swings the ball in looking for something there. Rowan King wins it. Bastone tried to play it out wide. A scary ball across the midfield there. And the foul is called on the Lakers in a very, very dangerous spot for the Bengals, Logan.
Yeah, it certainly is, but the Lakers jumping on that. However, again, yeah, it is a very dangerous spot for them, so we'll see what can transpire here. If they can connect on one, the Lakers don't want to continue this sloppy play if they also want to convert on their own end.
Coming from a Bastone missed pass that was across the middle, and I'll tell you what, that pass in any other game could lead to a very easy goal for our team, Logan. It was a very scary sight for the Lakers there, but now they have another one in the top goal scorer in the country over a free kick.
Yeah, I mean, you have to feel sort of threatened here if you're the Lakers, maybe intimidated because you're going up against Rivera, the top player in all of D3 in terms of goals, so we know how good he can be in this end. Such a smart player.
6-time SUNY Player of the Week this year. That's just ridiculous. And over the ball, Rivera looks to make a phenomenal statement and make it goal number 23 on the year. Rivera lining up for the kick. Has a shot. Rose won't get there. Diego Rivera, 23 on the year, and a Gyökeres celebration will lead the Buffalo State Bengals up 1-0 with 25 minutes and 28 seconds left in the half. A great free kick, nice and low from Rivera, Logan.
Yeah, the Rivera conversion was just about inevitable. You knew it was going to happen at one point or the other, and he just slips it through the hands of Kyle Rose, who got that SUNY Defensive Athlete of the Week earlier in the year, so we know how good he can be. However, just a lapse there in the whole team defense, really.
All came from a foul, free kick. You got to play a clean game in this beautiful sport, as the Bengals will lead 1-0 as we restart kickoff with Tajay Ellis. The Oswego Lakers now in a very scary spot for SUNY playoff contention. If they lose this game, Logan, it could mean the end of their season minus the one game they have after this.
Yeah, and you don't want to see that. It's unfortunate because they did play a slew of tough opponents to start the season. They tried to make a comeback, but again, even more tough opponents that they really couldn't match up against.
And here we are, Kyle Rose on the ball, Rowan King. King looking for something here. Plays across the middle to Scout McCumsky. McCumsky looking for something here. Plays it straight to Bastone. Bastone getting past Gregson. Now Gregson back on him. Bastone plays to Caruana. Caruana now plays it back to McCumsky. McCumsky looking for Bastone. Plays it. A 1-2 ball attempted. Will be intercepted. Alex Stasiuk gets the ball back to Haven. Haven to Felder. Felder now finds Salvador Gomez in the midfield. Gomez looking for a through ball. Sokobo is wide open if he can get there, and he does. Tanner hustles back, though. It's a one-on-one situation. Tanner wins the ball. Phenomenal defense by Tanner, and I think he's been everywhere tonight as Kieran Hustleback tries a through ball to TJ, and Felder intercepts. But TJ Tanner, he's been amazing so far.
Yeah, Tanner, certainly a hustler on defense, winning a lot of those one-on-one battles. The Lakers, unfortunately, another lapse in defense with letting Sokobo get that space. But Tanner, the high IQ player he is, racing to that ball and then winning that battle.
Salvador Gomez swings it to Jay Kitcher. Kitcher now trying to find something here. Has all the time in the world, no press at all. Here comes Isaac Felder. Felder to Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something. He has two options on the wing. He'll play Jado. Jado to Gregson. Gregson against Bulis. Plays it to Haven. Intercepted by Caruana off a missed pass by Haven. Bastone in the midfield to Hustleback. Kieran Hustleback slips over the ball. Won by Alex Stasiuk. Stasiuk looking for something here. Finds a great ball to Sokobo. Sokobo at the top of the 18. Looking for something. Plays it right back to Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk swings it to Diego Rivera. Already scored a goal on the day. Looking for another. Tanner wins the ball again. Ian Hustleback now. Plays it to Tanner on the wing. Tanner looking for something. Straight back to Ian Hustleback. Hustleback trying to get on the wing. He does. Beats one man. Rivera tries to win the ball. He will win the throw-in, though, for the Bengals.
Yeah, Lakers doing a good job on defense there, stopping the ball from Rivera, and we know that's been a focus this entire game.
The one to watch indeed for the Oswego Lakers as Felder swings the ball back to Salvador Gomez. Gomez now a great back heel touch to get the ball rolling again. Gomez to Kitcher. Kitcher looking for something here. Pressed high by Baston on a Jado. Jado to Felder. Felder now has Stasiuk on the wing. He will play him. Stasiuk looking for something. Pressed by Hustleback. Kitcher now pressed by Kieran Hustleback. Sakobo against Baston. Kitcher back, swings it to Salvador Gomez. Gomez now looking for something here. Will try to play it in the middle, intercepted. Caruana hits it, but they will give it to the Bengals for a throw-in. Haven on the throw, looking for something. Down the wing, tries to find Rivera. Lavranenko versus Rivera. Lavranenko wins that battle. Caruana clears, and Tajay Ellis is off to the races. Will he get there? He does! It's a one-on-one. Tajay Ellis mistouches once. Felder versus Tajay. Mistouch by Tajay, and Carson Smith scoops it. A scary sight for the Bengals defense, Logan.
Such a promising chance for Ellis there. He was racing to the ball, and we saw him get the edge in that one-on-one battle. He was in open space, but maybe sometimes that speed playing to his disadvantage kicks the ball too far, and Carson Smith scoops it up.
Tajay, a very scary sight for this Bengals defense as we reset play with Salvador Gomez. Gomez trying to find a long ball. Haven's running down the wing. He will play it. Haven stutter steps. It doesn't matter. He'll get there anyways, and the ref will lift his flag for offsides. Haven, if he timed that run maybe 2 seconds earlier, Logan, I think he's through.
Yeah, I do have to agree there, Nick. But now we'll see another stoppage in play as the Lakers take the ball back. They try to do something with it.
Ball played back to McCumsky as it gets played back to Rose. Rose in net. Plays it to Rowan King. King now, all the time in the world, plays it straight back to Rose. Rose to McCumsky. McCumsky to Lavranenko. Lavranenko now. Straight back to McCumsky. Hit off Bulis. Bulis wins it back. Hit off Haven. The ball will be out for a Laker throw-in. Bulis gets the ball back in the defensive third of the Bengals. Bulis looking for something here. We'll try a long throw maybe. We'll send the long throw to Jay in a one-on-one. Haven. Gomez heads it back to Carson. And Carson pushes Caruana out of the way, Logan.
Yeah, he did there. So we'll see what the Bengals can do. But Carson, a very good goalie for his Bengals team. 14 games played, and he started all 14 of those games. 39 saves on the season, putting up a very good record of 10-1-3. So just missing the net in just one game for the team.
Carson Smith, a phenomenal goalkeeper for these Buffalo State Bengals as we try a long ball to Sakobo. That was Alex Stasiak who played that. Lakobo on the wing. Sakobo, my apologies, tried something across the middle. Sakobo, great ball there, but no one was there for the Bengals.
Yeah, couldn't connect on that pass, but Sakobo, such a threatening player. The Bengals play off of those three beneficiaries, as we know, which is Rivera and Gregson, and Sakobo combining for 30 goals on this season so far. I'd say they're very intimidating to the Lakers, Nick.
3 players have 30 out of the 45 goals. I think that's a crazy sight to say. My apologies. It's a crazy stat to hear.
I do have to agree there.
As we have TJ Tanner on the ball, Jay Kitcher deflects it for another Laker throw-in. It will be Tanner again. Here comes Tanner. Longer throw once more. Wojtak tried to get there. It's Baston. Baston fighting, trying to win it off Gregson. Cleared out by Stephen Haven. And the substitutions that were just made were Ethan Caruana for Edis Amarovic and Ian Hustlebeck for Jason Wojtak. We have a free kick now for the Bengals who play it short. Felder looking for Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk finding his brother, Alex Stasiuk. Stasiuk looking for Salvador Gomez. Gomez all the time in the world per usual. Stasiuk on the wing. Looking for anything. Wojtak having great press there. Lavranenko versus Rivera. Great win by Lavranenko as Kieran Hustlebeck deflects it off of Kitcher to Baston's feet. Baston trying something here. Finds Edis Amarovic. Amarovic plays it across the middle to Kieran Hustlebeck. Kieran Hustlebeck plays it into Wojtak. Wojtek plays it back to TJ Tanner. Here comes the Laker offense as TJ Ellis is in a one-on-one with Isaac Felder. Felder wins it, dribbling out now. Felder loses it. An interception by Bastone could put them in a scary spot. Amarovic straight back to Hustleback. No one is on the left wing for the Lakers. Makumsky now playing it straight to Bastone in the middle. A bouncing ball. Bastone, great turn there on Greg Sampson, but loses the ball on a Jado. Jado falls. The ref gives it. Foul on Bastone and will lead to another free kick.
Yeah, Nick, it's been a first-class showing on defense for the Bengals. The Lakers not able to get a shot on goal yet, as opposed to the Bengals, who have had 3 and converted on 1 from Rivera, that free kick we saw.
Phenomenal free kick by Diego Rivera. You'd expect nothing less of him as Kieran Husselbeck intercepts the pass by Jay Kitcher. Bastone and Jado. It's cleared by Scout Makumsky to Jay Ellis versus Salvador. Jason Wojtak there plays it to Jay Ellis. To Jay Ellis plays Kieran Husselbeck in the midfield. Husselbeck in a sea of black looking for Ryan Bulis. Plays Bulis. Bulis on the wing looking for something here. Bulis crosses in the middle. Cleared straight back out by Salvador Gomez. Boxed out for a Laker throw-in. Bulis probably looking for another longer throw attempt here, maybe to Edis Amarovic. Bulis looking for something here. Will find the throw. Ball cleared out by Kitcher. Bastone chips it over the head of Alex Strasek as it's cleared out. Rivera tries to win the header. Lavrenenko and Rivera still battling. We have Edis Amarovic there winning the header. One-on-one between Sakobo and Bulis as it will be out for another Laker throw.
Yeah, and it's just really now repeating possessions. We see a stoppage by the Bengals, then a Laker throw-in, then the cycle continues. So we see if the Lakers can finally break that cycle and do something with the ball and probably connect.
Ball cleared high. Rivera and Lavrenenko once again. We're going to mention those two a lot today, Logan. We'll see TJ Tanner, Scout Makumsky. Makumsky looking for something here. Play a through ball. Lofted a little too high, though. Easiest grab for Carson Smith of the day so far, as we have Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk looking for something here. Tried the bridge. Kieran Husselbeck tried to be led on by TJ Tanner. Tanner played a ball a little too hard. So Stasiuk plays it back to Isaac Felder. Felder now swings it. There's Salvador Gomez. Gomez plays to Kitcher. Ball played a little forward. No problem for Kitcher, though, as it gets played back to Stasiuk. Stasiuk running down the wing, looking for something. Jado possibly plays Jado. It's a one-on-one left foot shot and skied to the left for a Laker goal kick.
Now we've seen 2 of those shots that have gone too high. That's going to be a focal point that the Bengals will need to work on, maybe calculating those shots more.
And we have a goal kick here. Kyle Rose will be the one to take it. Waiting for Simon Bastone to go off the field. Ball is finally played in. Rowan King. We have a substitution. It will be Luke Brasokis for Simon Bastone. We have Kyle Rose here on the ball. The Bengals playing a decently high press right now, trying to keep the Lakers in their defensive third as Makumsky clears it for Bulis. Bulis tries to skip it on. Haven wins the ball. Bulis. And we have a substitution. To Jay Ellis will come off for Sirixi Lindsay, who has 2 goals himself on this season.
Yeah, we see the Lakers not able to find any space. However, this substitution might do them some good because both Ellis and Sirixi Lindsay are big bodies that impose their physical will. So you really can't go wrong with either of them. Sirixi maybe will get this lineup fired up.
Ball was cleared out for a Laker throw-in. Tanner looking down the wing for Wojtak. Headed out by Stasiuk. Strong tackle by Greg Sampson. And now we have Salvador Gomez on the ball again. Played to Stephen Haven. Haven straight back to Salvador Gomez. Sam Gregson. I've been saying his name wrong. I apologize for that. We have Salvador Gomez on the ball. Ryan Bulis hits it for a Bengal corner kick.
Bulis and TJ Tanner, Nick, I think they've been the 2 best individual defensive players for the Lakers so far in this game. Beless denying that chance right there could have developed into something scary.
It's a phenomenal showing from these two fullbacks as we see Sakobo on the corner. Sakobo raises his hand. Lissetti Sakobo whips the ball in. It's a great corner there. Easily headed out by Edis Amarovic. Wojtek trying to press. Straight back out to Sakobo. Sakobo looking for something here. Ball played in. Bulis semi-cleared the ball. Alex Stasiuk plays Sakobo. Sakobo gets past Bulis. A scary opportunity. And cleared off the line by Rowan King. Phenomenal defensive play by King there. But the Bengals will have another corner kick. What a play, Logan.
I know. Oh, my God. Rowan protecting Rose from even having to touch the ball. Stepping in at the last second. Able to knock that away. Such a high IQ play by him.
Sakobo nearly getting that amazing goal that would bring the Bengals up 2-0. But instead he will settle for another corner kick as he prepares to raise his hand. Sakobo raises his hand, about to take the kick, runs up to it. Ball is played a little high to the far left post. Diego Rivera, he got maybe his hairline on it, Logan, and it will be out for a Laker goal kick.
Yeah, I think the Lakers are cleaning up the defensive miscues that they maybe had earlier. They realize that they need to put more press on the Bengals. They see what works now. They carry that into these last 11 minutes.
Komsky to Luke Brasokis in the midfield, the substitute. Brasokis plays to Bulis. Bulis plays to Edis Amarovic. Amarovic tries to play Brasokis. Loses the ball to Sam Gregson. Gregson to Diego Rivera. Rivera now in the middle of the field. Plays a Trivella pass to Isaac Felder. Stasiuk plays Salvador Gomez. Gomez now looking for something. Gomez now plays a ball over the top, attempting to get to Haven. Ball will be cleared out by Bulis, headed on by Brasokis. Brasokis tried to find Lindsay, cleared out by Gomez. Sakobo and Tanner on the wing. Sakobo will keep the ball inbounds. Great play by Tanner once again. Sarixi Lindsay now tried to play a left foot pass to Jason Wojtek. Was intercepted by Stasiuk, Matthew Stasiuk, and the ball is played out by Jay Kitcher for a Laker throw-in as we see Tanner getting ready to make the throw. Plays the throw to Sarixi Lindsay. Felder has been stepping in front of every single Laker attack recently, and it's been a problem for these two striker pairs into Jay Ellis and Sarixi Lindsay as Rivera and Sakobo trying to play a link-up play. Kieran Husselbeck says no to that, and the ref will blow his whistle for a free kick.
Nick, I think the Lakers have been very stout on defense recently, as I just said in the last hit about a minute ago, but where their mistakes lie is on offense, and it's more credited to the Bengals defense that has been very good.
Bulis loses the ball. It's Jado. Great slide by Makomsky to let the defense settle back in before a counterattack could arise. We have Jay Kitcher sets the ball down for Stephen Haven. Haven now jogging to the ball. Haven looking for somebody. Will throw all the way back to Salvador Gomez. Gomez has touched the ball about 1,000 times probably today, Logan, I would say. Gomez looking for something. Will swing the ball to Stasiuk. Ball played in front of him. It was a phenomenal ball by Gomez. Gomez looking for something here. Wojtak lunges. Presses Stasiuk enough to get a Laker throw-in. As he will throw it straight back to Rowan King. King now looking for something. Loses the ball. A very error pass by King. Rivera now gets past two of them. And a stab at the foot of Rivera by Rowan King. The ref will not budge. Lavrenenko versus Sakobo on the wing. Sakobo tries to cross into the middle of the field. Jado looking for something. Ball lofted a little high. Easy pickup for Rose Logan.
Rivera, good ball control there, but the Lakers doing anything they can to stop him. I think I saw 3 men on the press on Rivera. He gets pushed down, but the ref, as you said, does not budge. And now it's Laker ball.
You could double team him. You could triple team him. You got to stop him somehow, but you couldn't stop him on a free kick. And we have Kyle Rose and Scout Makomsky now. Makomsky plays it straight back to Kyle Rose. Rose with all the time in the world. Rivera won't press. Now we have Rowan King. Now Rivera will press as we see a clearance made by King that will go out of bounds for a Laker throw-in. And I think the problem so far, Logan, has been the clearances that have gone out. You want the clearances to stay in bounds to cause some havoc for the Bengals. And when those balls go straight out of bounds, you're basically just saying, here, let me give you the ball right back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just wasted, could have been possessions, I would say, because the Lakers can make something out of that, but when they make those errant passes, as you said, they just give it up to the Bengals, which is not what they want at all.
And now we have Stephen Haven on the ball. Haven looking for something here. Will throw it down the line, looking for Rivera. Rivera switched to the right wing. trying to win the ball. Ball will be played out for a Laker throw-in. Rivera went out of bounds before hitting off Lavranenko's shin. And now we have Bulis on the throw, looking for a long throw-in down the line. Bulis throws it, tries to get over the head of Yadu. Sirixi versus Haven. Haven has been a defensive stout nose, but he will get called on a foul there, my apologies, for just roughing up Sirixi a little too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now the team's even in fouls at 4 each, combined to 8. So, Nick, this has been a very scrappy game, I would say, so far. Lakers lucky to not get that 5th foul when they pushed down Rivera, but now it's back in their end.
Kieran Husselbeck now tried to loft it up to Wojtek. Wojtek loses it. Yado on the ball in a 3-on-1 scenario. Yado made a great play there. Ball is still in play. It's Yado running down the midfield. Rivera tries to play a chop pass into Alex Stasiuk, but he will not get it to go. Now we have Edis Amarovic against Gregson. Sam Gregson tries to win it. Wojtek now on the ball. Great play to get past Salvador Gomez. A through ball to Sirixi Lindsay. Lindsay loses it to Felder. Felder, great play there. He's been playing great all season and this game so far. Brasokis loses it. Now we have Stasiuk on the ball. Stasiuk gets past Wojtek. Stasiuk now trying to find a play. Deflected off Husselbeck for a Bengal throw-in. Stasiuk looking for something. We'll find Jay Kitcher. Kitcher now swings it all the way over to Salvador Gomez. Gomez, we see him in the middle of the field, swinging the ball to Sakobo, headed out by Tanner. Wojtek loses the ball. We have Stasiuk here. Stasiuk trying to find a play, dribbles past 1, 2. A great tackle by Tanner. Tanner has been out of his mind. Amazing today. Sirixi Lindsay looking for something here. Lindsay trying to dribble past 3, won't get 3. No call there. Sakobo plays it back to Kitcher, and the Bengals will recycle again.
Yeah, again, I said about 30 minutes ago that would be the word of the game, recycle. And that's what the Bengals want to do now, though, with 5 minutes left. Up 1, they just want to play more of the slow game and not cause any costly turnovers and just keep it in their end.
And the rain has started here at Laker turf as Felder's on the ball playing it to Stasiuk. Fans are getting their umbrellas out and putting their hoods up, Logan, and this is definitely going to be a factor for all these short-sleeved players, Logan.
Yeah, definitely will be a factor, Nick. We'll see how it transpires into the second half.
Ball attempted to be cleared out. Won't be good enough as Kieran Husselbeck falls. Jadu on the foul will be kicked for a Laker free kick. 5 minutes and 21 seconds left in the half as the Lakers are down 1-0 to the Buffalo State Bengals in SUNYAC contention and in hopes for a SUNYAC playoff spot, Logan.
Yeah, and as you alluded to, the rain, you'll have to imagine if some players will slip. Maybe the fast feet of Ellis, maybe that'll be costly to him, but who knows as we wind down in 5 minutes.
I'll tell you what, from personal experience, rain's my least favorite thing. So we have Ryan Bulis on the ball. Bulis looking for something. The throw-ins might be a factor, too. Your hands will get slippery. We'll find Sirixi Lindsay. Kitcher clears it with his left foot, looking for Rivera. Rivera versus Lavranenko. Lavranenko has been basically created to just man-mark Rivera this entire game. He's ran with him this entire game, Logan, it seems like.
Yeah, and he's done an elite job, I feel like, winning those one-on-one battles. That goal by Rivera, just maybe a team lapse, but especially when you talk about one-on-ones, the freshman Lavranenko thrown into the Bengal jungle, I think he's done super well.
Lavranenko, as you said, a freshman getting thrown to, as you said, into the jungle. Rivera, you're giving him the best player in Division III as a freshman. That's phenomenal. But as we see, Stasiuk on the ball, looking for something here. 4 minutes left. We have Rowan King trying to head the ball. A slip by Alex Stasiuk. Finds Husselbeck. Husselbeck to Sirixi Lindsay. Lindsay in a one-on-one with Stasiuk. What a body by Stasiuk. Phenomenal play there. And Stasiuk throws Wojtek around. Now we have Sakobo. Sakobo playing in the middle of Kitcher. Kitcher's been a great facilitator, and he will facilitate even more, finding Stephen Haven on the wing. The name of Kitcher's game has seemed to be easy passes, Logan.
Yeah, and that's what you want, though, from one of your primary strikers is just give those satisfying passes. I'd say you want them more than a power pass because those power passes can turn into turnovers. So you just maybe want to play more of the slow and smart game.
Exactly. I completely agree with you, Logan. As we have a goal kick now, it will be Kyle Rose. Rose to Rowan King. King now looking for something. We'll play a long ball That's Edis Amarovic chasing it down, and Salvador Gomez heads it out. Brasokis tried to get there. Now the Bengals with the ball in the middle of the field. Finds Sokobo. Sokobo looking for something here. Sokobo still moving. Phenomenal plays by Sokobo here. Sokobo still on the ball, cleared out. And Wojtak now on the ball, so Rixie Lindsay hustling back too. We had a substitution that was not announced. Ane Jado comes out for Faisal Samim. Now we have Stasiuk on the ball. Stasiuk looking for something, whips the ball across the center. Makumsky now hustling Makumsky, the center back, taking it up the field. Tries a through ball to Rixie Lindsay, but Felder, who no one has been able to get past. Isaac Felder has been my man of the match so far for this half, Logan.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Felder, no one able to get past him, getting those stops on defense. Such an imperative player for this Bengals team.
And now we have Salvador Gomez. 2 minutes left in the half.
Nick, and as you were talking about Sokobo earlier, able to create his own space. Such an impressive thing to do.
Shot taken. Rose had to work for it. That's Sam Gregson, the captain, with a great shot that could have made that 2-0.
Yeah, but maybe even more impressive there is how Kyle Rose was able to adapt and navigate that ball so quickly to knock it out of bounds. And that's why he was named SUNY Defensive Athlete of the Week earlier in the year.
I will say, goalies also hate rain just as much as I do, as we have Sokobo on the corner. Sokobo now whipping the ball in. It's a great corner taken there. Headed by Felder, will not do any good. Now we have a Laker goal kick with 1 minute and 17 seconds left on the clock. The Lakers really not rushing to get a goal back as they need one. Finally makes the play there. King has 1 minute left on the clock. He's looking for something. Plays Scout Makumsky. Makumsky looking for anything there. Plays straight back to Rose.
1 minute remains in the first half.
1 minute left on the clock. We have Makumsky here. Plays a deep ball into Edis Amarovic. Chests it down. Lost, though. That's Samim. Samim loses the ball straight back from Amarovic. Brasokis tries to play Sarixi through. Haven, though, probably the fastest defender on the field. That's the ball you don't want to get played through on a through ball. And now we have Wojtak. Wojtak deflected the ball. Felder once again wins it. 34 seconds left on the clock. Ball played through. It's Rivera. Rivera now. Kyle Rose came out. Rivera one-on-one with the goal. And he missed. A smoking hot chance for Rivera as he won't settle for 2-0.
Kyle Rose making the deathly mistake of coming out that early, but he's lucky that Rivera just hit that ball to the side of the net. We saw Rivera so fast there. Such a dynamic player, but, however, an errant shot. And Rose, I said before, lucky to have that one missed.
And that will be the half. The Lakers down 1-0 here at Laker Turf on a rainy, cold afternoon. We will see you back at the second half here on WTOP 10.
In the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes,
Bullis?
chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with
Bullis?
your family today.
Oh my God. Someone say yeah. Logan say yeah.
Yeah, we heard you. That's our bad.
I've said this the past 4 games I've done. I don't know how much time you have, so. Yeah, oh wait. That's completely my fault. I said Bulis like the past 4 games, and he hasn't really. Hold on a sec. Yeah, we just got that. Oh. Just yeah. Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
to
what's
eat
up?
a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
Okay, thank you. I gotta talk to someone.
You never
real
walked to
quick.
Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to
yeah,
be on the air for
I
that.
literally,
I got a couple
they
things
just
to say.
told me.
No.
So I've been saying that's completely my fault because
You got
I've been saying
censorship.
Bulis for the past
Welcome back.
4
Welcome
games.
back.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Okay, so Bulis. Okay, I'm very sorry, sir. I'll tell you what though, if it makes you feel any better, I think him and Tanner have been phenomenal on the wing backs. Like, if I'm not just saying this because you're his father. Right now, they are the 2 people who are like shining on this game. They're playing.
Say,
yeah,
President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would
Rivera.
you turn to?
I turn to Storm.
Number 10, the guy who scored
No,
the
but
free
you've got to
kick.
say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
But yeah, no, I think that Tanner and Bulis.
If you like action, romance,
sister. If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of Oh Boy! Only on WTOP. If you like action,
Welcome back, everybody, to some Division III men's soccer action. I'm your host, Nick Sutter. Alongside me is Logan Weingartner, if you're just checking in. And across the SUNY Conference, Logan, there's some games being played today. Oneonta and New Paltz just finished, with New Paltz winning 1-0 over SUNY Oneonta. And Fredonia State is currently beating Morrisville 5-2 with 4 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Now, where does that see these teams placing in the SUNYAC Conference?
Yeah, Nick, it's a very tight race within the SUNYAC right now. The only two teams to clinch the postseason so far are the Cortland, and as we see, the visiting Buffalo State Bengals with a 4-0-3 record in the conference. And then the only team on the other side, the only team to be eliminated, is the Potsdam Bears, losers of 9 straight, 0-7 overall. But the Oswego State Lakers are number 8, 2-3-2 in the conference. So it'll be very exciting to see how this plays out, Nick.
The Lakers in a must-win situation after this Fredonia and Morrisville game is looking bleak. 4 minutes left. I guarantee you they were praying for a tie so that Fredonia and Morrisville could only get 1 point out of this rather than one team getting 3. Oswego, if they don't win this game, it could cause trouble for their playoff hopes.
Yeah, I mean, you just want to make the playoffs, but yeah, like you said, it could cause trouble. Their season could be over if it does not end in a tie. Rather bleak, but the Lakers, of course, want to win this. It's been a very meticulous and I'd say rather slow-paced game so far on both ends, with the Buffalo State Bengals controlling a lot of the game.
And as we restart, Diego Rivera will stand over the ball for kickoff. I believe the same starters as the first half are out now, because according to NCAA rules, once you substitute in the first half, you cannot come back onto the pitch. So now the starters will approach the ball for this second half. Hopes in contention as Rivera kicks it off, clears it for a Laker throw-in. A lot of teams have been doing that over the collegiate course, Logan, as TJ Tanner throws it to TJ Ellis, look for something. Stasiuk clears it. King now hesitates there. Chipped over by Caruana. Caruana now looking for something. Caruana clears to the keeper. The keeper controls it down. The keeper looking for something, picks the ball up. That's Carson Smith. Now Salvador Gomez on the ball. Gomez looking for something here. Tries a long ball over the top to Sakobo. Lissetti Sakobo mistouches it with his chest, leading to a Laker throw-in. It will come to TJ Tanner. Tanner looking for something here. Throws it down the line, looking for TJ Ellis. TJ Ellis loses it to Felder. Felder swings it to Salvador Gomez. Gomez now looking up the field, looking for something. Stutter steps a couple times. Now Bastone presses, swings it to Stasiuk. Stasiuk on the wing. Matthew Stasiuk to Felder. Isaac Felder now. Felder swings to Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something here. TJ won't press. Now we have Felder again. Isaac Felder, the center back of the Bengals. Trying a through ball here. Rivera and Lavranenko. Lavranenko wins the battle. Bastone now looking for something. Ryan Bullis. Bullis on the ball. Tries to play a ball up top. TJ Ellis won't get there in time. Felder. Felder to Kitcher. Kitcher to Haven, Logan. And we have Salvador Gomez on the ball. Gomez tries to play a through ball to Rivera. One-on-one with Lavranenko. Lavranenko been all over Rivera this entire game. Hit off Lavranenko for a Bengal throw-in.
Yeah, Lavranenko with very intimidating one-on-one defense there, forcing Buffalo State Bengals make an errant pass there.
And TJ Ellis trying to sprint to the ball there. Carson Smith, very smart keeper though, and he's going to waste as much time as he can, making TJ press him. Goalies, they play mind games, Logan. Sometimes you really don't like the goalie on the other team.
Yeah, sorry, and that was Rivera. The name just escaped my mind for a second. But yes, sometimes you don't. Goalies, maybe Kyle Rowe's going to attempt to play as stout as he did in the first half. But we know he can, so we'll see if the whole defense can really stand the test.
They had a strong showing. Just that free kick was the only mishap as Bullis tries to win the header, does win the header. Caruana to Hustleback. Hustleback now plays a ball into Bastone. Bastone loses it. Rivera plays it back to Sakobo. Sakobo on Hustleback. Now to Alex Stasiuk. Stasiuk finds something there. It's Rivera. Rivera gets past TJ Tanner, and Lavrenenko still on Rivera. It's a one-on-one, and Lavrenenko wins it again. Phenomenal play by the freshman as Kieran Husselbeck now plays a through ball to TJ Ellis. Felder once again being as stout as you can be in the back, stopping him. And we have Kitcher on the ball. Kitcher to Sokobo. Sokobo now. Long shot. Rose dived, but no worry for Rose as we see another Laker goal kick.
Yeah, the Lakers trying to rev up their primary offensive engine, Tajay Ellis, by trying to get the pass to him, but Felder quickly intercepting that, and maybe Tajay Ellis also feeling some fatigue, at least from my viewpoint. I saw he was trying to run back to the ball as the Bengals kept just playing mind games with him, passing it back and forth.
Matthew Stasiuk played it down to Stephen Haven. Haven to Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something now. Plays a long ball over the top, looking for Rivera. Not over the top, a bouncing ball. Lavrenenko won it. Ref delayed call here with a free kick in another scary area. That was Lavrenenko on Sam Gregson. And we have another free kick in a spot that's definitely possible for Rivera to shoot.
Yeah, and the Bengals have had such a successful second half so far. In these short 4 minutes, I think they've produced at least chances very well. And we'll see how Rivera can do off of this free kick. We know how potent he can be, Nick.
1 for 1 on free kicks so far. Rivera looking to go 2 for 2, a perfect percentage. He's backing up, taking steps. Will he make it 24 goals on the season in 15 games played? That's ridiculous to say. Rivera over the ball, waiting for the ref's call. Alex Stasiuk also over the ball. Rivera's the one to run up and take it. Rivera shot over the bar slightly. Rose didn't budge for a goal kick.
Yeah, and if he made that goal, that would have been his 24th on the season. Like you said, 6 more than second place Nick Parakias on Westfield State. So we know how good Rivera can be, but sometimes, as I said in the first half, power can cost you.
Indeed it can, but to Jay Ellis trying to use that power to get past Felder, but Felder has been a rock this entire game. Felder has been so strong, but the ball will be come back with Caruana. Caruana trying to keep the ball in play, lost it to Felder. Sokobo now, and Husselbeck is limping after that play. Gets the ball back, though, trying to make something out of it. Won't get anything too much. Still moving. The ball is a mess right now. A bunch of heated arguments, and the ball will go out for a Bengal kick.
Game getting chippy early into the second half. Both teams with 5 fouls. We saw it get especially chippy in that first half, headlined by the fouls. So now it's going to turn up all Bengals again.
Lots of resentment on the sidelines, Logan. We saw everybody yelling, player and coach. And we see the ball played all the way back to Carson Smith. The ref will stop play again, and the ref is not having it with the coach of the Buffalo State Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just let your emotions get the best of you, but you don't want that to happen too much because it can lead to a potential ejection, Nick.
Clock is stopped, and speaking of, we might get a yellow card coming out. Never mind, that will be Husselbeck to limp off the field. Husselbeck has had a very silent game so far. He's played decent, but a lot of plays he just hasn't been on the right side of. He's on that side that Felder's on, who's been playing an amazing game. And we'll see Edis Amarovic come in for Ian Husselbeck there as the trainer tends to his wounds.
Yeah, I think Husselbeck, on account of how good the Buffalo State defense has been, he's, like you said, he's been rather silent on offense and defense this game. Not his usual self, but Buffalo State playing very contained defense. That's why Husselbeck hasn't been able to get many chances with the ball.
Now a free kick taken by Alex Stasiuk. Stasiuk looks for something. Matthew Stasiuk plays it in the middle. Looking for something. Mistouched by 2 Laker defenders. It's Jado. Jado looking for something on his left foot. Won't get it. Jado falls in the box looking for something. Won't get anything out of it. And it will go out for a Bengal throw-in.
Good ball control by Jano there, trying to navigate the sea of defenders that are the Lakers, but the Lakers stand the test and deny it.
And now headed out by Gregson. Gregson to Kitcher. Kitcher to Haven. Stephen Haven now on the wing. Straight back to Kitcher. Kitcher been a great facilitator for the Bengals as we see Salvador Gomez on the ball. Also a phenomenal facilitator so far. Gomez straight to Kitcher. Kitcher now to Gomez. They're going back and forth. I've said their names about 600 times.
Sorry, if you're up this much, well, not this much, but I'd say if you have a on-field advantage, as they do, as we've been seeing, you can afford to do that. You can afford to play more of the slow and not rushed game.
Kitcher plays a through ball. Bullis doesn't get there. It's Haven. Plays a one-time ball over the middle. Blocked by McComsky for a corner kick. Great play by McComsky. Scary sight for the Lakers, who could have seen this game become 2-0.
Yeah, Haven trying to showcase his two-way dominance. He's been stout on defense this game, trying to turn it into an offensive chance. However, stopped right in the corner, an A1 type stop from the Lakers.
Sakobo to take the kick per usual. He's had some decent corners so far. They just haven't been able to produce a goal out of it. Sakobo raises his hand, will whip the ball in. It's a great corner by Sakobo. Missed everybody. Baston versus Salvador Gomez to get the ball back. Gomez is going to let it go out, and it will be a Bengal throw-in. Gomez now throws it straight back to Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk looking for something here. Will swing it to Stefan Haven. Felder on the wing will play it straight back to Stasiuk. Matthew Stasiuk over to Salvador Gomez at the left side. Swung all the way to Felder. Felder, Haven making an overlapping run here, but Felder will keep the ball. Felder plays it across to Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something, finds it in the middle of Yadu. Kieran Hustlebeck wins it off of Yadu. Now to Jay Ellis. He's through on goal. Speed is key right now. To Jay Ellis. One-on-one. Will he get there? No, he won't. Blocked by Matthew Stasiuk. What a play by the Bengal defender, leading to an Oswego Laker corner kick.
Tajay Ellis surrounded by two defenders his whole time, trying to get to the net. Just a very smart and clean play by Stasiuk there to take the ball. Ellis trips up, and now it'll be a Lakers corner kick.
The Lakers not backing down from a fight as we see Caruana on the corner raises both hands as he prepares to take this. Caruana standing, waiting. The Lakers not in a great spot. Caruana's not happy with how they are placed. Caruana finally raises his hand, takes the corner, out wide to the 18. A bit high. Lavranenko jumps in the air. Won't get anything cleared out. Kieran Hustlebeck heads it over. That's Rowan King. King plays it out wide to Caruana. Caruana in a one-on-one with Salvador Gomez. Caruana now to Baston. Baston in a 1-2. Caruana on the ball. Ball is easily won back by the Bengals defense. Stasiuk to Salvador Gomez. Straight back to Kitcher. Kitcher swings it to Sakobo. Sakobo in a one-on-one with Bullis. Bullis tries jumping up for a header that never came to him. And now we have Haven to Felder. Felder with a long ball over the top. That's Gregson. Gregson to Bullis. Bullis now. Ball in the middle to Jay Ellis. To Jay Ellis trying to make something out of nothing. Sakobo falls over Kieran's trip, and that will be a foul and a Bengal free kick.
Yeah, and the Lakers not able to get much separation at all on account of the very strong Bengals defense. And as you alluded to in that corner kick, Caruana seemed frustrated. And yeah, I would be too, because the Lakers, maybe a misplace on offense there didn't turn into anything worthwhile.
And now Bullis versus Jadu on the wing. Jadu trying to body him out. He did. It's Jadu in the 18 looking for something. McComsky, great defense, had to make Jadu recycle the ball to Haven. Haven trying to cross to Diego Rivera. Ball comes short, and the ref blows his whistle for a free kick for the Bengals. Was it a possible handball, Logan?
Yeah, it certainly could have been. I mean, McComsky with very good defense there. I'd say he was the spearheader of that possession to try and get it back to his Lakers. But now we see the Bengals, unfortunately for the Lakers, retain possession.
Kitcher in a very good spot, and the Bengals are loading up that left side of the 18 for a possible cross. You see Salvador Gomez in there, Felder, Jadu, Rivera, Gregson, and Sakobo on that left side looking for something here. Kitcher replaces the ball, looking for something. Oswego need to stay extremely stout here. Kitcher, hand up. Ball played into the middle. It's a great ball. Gregson lets it go. It's Jadu on the top of the 18, blocked by McComsky. Sakobo out there with Caruana. Caruana now lets the ball go out, and it will be a Bengal throw-in.
Yet another great stop by the Lakers. They're hoping, though, to turn this defense into offense, Nick.
Another header. Salvador Gomez tries to win it. Yadu against Bullis. Bullis now stays wide as Haven gets the ball on the wing. Bullis versus Kitcher. Ryan Bullis plays to Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something there. Stasiuk plays his brother, Matthew. Matthew Stasiuk plays it back. Felder lets it go for Salvador Gomez. Gomez looking for something here. Dribbling up the field, no press being made. Now Bastone sees it. Bullis tries to play a little pass to Bastone, gets it to him. Bullis once more. Bullis looking for something here, plays a through ball, and it's Tajay. Tajay versus Felder. Felder's been amazing this game so far. Tajay gets past. It's a one-on-one with the keeper. It's Tajay Ellis. Tajay Ellis! 1-1. What a play for the Lakers. Tajay gets it back, and we're all Oswego right now, Logan.
Yeah, I'd say, Nick, that Tajay Ellis has not lost a step in his game.
And here we go, as you can see on this play. It's Tajay Ellis winning that one-on-one. And Buis, as you can see, what a ball played by him. Tajay Ellis wins the sprint. He should be a track star. And Felder lets him through. What a goal by Tajay.
Yeah, and Ellis earning his 4th goal of the year to knot it up at 1. As I said before, winning that speed battle, then creating his own space and just getting it past Carson Smith. As I said before, he hasn't lost a step, Nick. We can see the fatigue has not gotten to him yet.
The tides could be changing in favor of the Lakers as a foul was called on Enes Amarovic in another scary spot. About the same spot Kitcher had it beforehand, as we see another free kick.
Yeah, and if they do come out of this one on top, it could be a very established win against an 11-1-3 squad, number 2 in the SUNY.
A win could keep their playoff hopes alive right now as we see Kitcher over the ball. Kitcher looking for something. He's going to step back, take 4 or 5 steps out, loading up the left side as beforehand. Kitcher raises his hand. Ball is played a little bit forwards. No one's there for the Bengals as we see another Oswego goal kick for Rose. 2 free kicks in a scary spot. Kitcher, great service though.
Yeah, fortunately for the Lakers, that one just had a little too much sauce on it, and it goes past anybody that could reach it. Now it'll go back to the goalkeeper, Rose.
Once again, goal scored by Tajay Ellis, assisted by Ryan Bullis. We have Tajay now, looking for something, won't find anything. We have Felder now. Felder to Haven, Stephen Haven, looking to Salvador Gomez. Gomez swings it. And ball played to Rivera. Rivera will lose it against Lavranenko. Lavranenko plays it all the way back to Kyle Rose. Rose being pressed by Gregson. Gregson won't get it. Rowan King now looking for a clearance. Will clear it. Looking for Tajay. Felder now looking for something. Caruana, great tackle. Bastone now with the ball. Bastone looking for something. Swings it to Bullis. Ryan Bullis on the ball. Tajay attempts to skip it. Won't get there in time. Wins it straight back though. And now it's Kieran Hustleback to Bastone. Bastone to Bullis. Bullis, can he get there? Yes, he can. Ryan Bullis on the ball. Bullis to Simon Bastone. Bastone looking for a through ball. Won't get there in time. And now Caruana against Sokobo. 7 versus 7. Sokobo wins the body battle, but it will be touched off of him for a Laker throw-in.
Nick, we see fans rejoicing as the Lakers maybe have sort of found their footing. They can take advantage of this momentum and capitalize on some offensive chances.
As the rain falls, the tide could change here in favor of the Lakers if they keep this momentum up. The crowd's behind them, and so is their teammates. As we see a throw to be made by TJ Tanner. Ball is taking a lot of time. Caruana looking for something, subbed off. Caruana subbed off for Derek Rivera. Now TJ Tanner throws the ball. Long throw there. TJ Ellis used the body. Falls in the box. The ref won't budge. No call made. And the Oswego Lakers are furious with that play.
Yeah, and maybe rightfully so, because we saw Tajay get pushed down, but the refs again don't budge as they did in the first half, as they didn't budge in the first half.
An eye for an eye, some would say. Salvador Gomez on the ball, just jogging gingerly up the field as he looks for a through ball to Diego Rivera. If the Bengals need anyone right now, it's that man as McCumsky wins the ball back. McCumsky looking for something, intercepted by Salvador Gomez. Gomez tries to find a ball to Kitcher. Kitcher won't get it. Intercepted by Bastone. Hustleback looking for something. Was a little too lenient with the ball there. And it's a one-on-one. Rivera got the inside of Lavranenko. One-on-one with the keeper. Rivera! Wide left of the goal. And that will go out for a throw-in, I believe, Logan.
Yeah, Kyle Rose lucky to have that one. just missed the net. Rivera, again, such a dangerous player, tries to cross it into the net from the corner. However, unsuccessful.
Can't let Rivera get inside. Lavranenko right there. Scary, scary play for the Lakers as they try to switch the momentum of this game. Edis Amarovic skips it on to absolutely nobody in white as we see Salvador Gomez on the ball once more. Gomez plays it to Alex Stasiuk. Stasiuk over to number 23, Stephen Haven. Haven now looking for something, will cross it. A lot of people in the box for the Bengals, but it will go wide for Sokobo. Sokobo can't get there for a Laker throw-in.
Yeah, and Nick, if you're the Lakers and head coach Stan Kane, I think you have to be most proud of your defenders because we've seen a lot of chances come out of the Bengal offense, but the Lakers able to deny any momentum that they try to capitalize on.
And here we go again. Ball cleared over to Tajay. Tajay versus Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk looking for something there. Won't get it. Sokobo now against Rivera. Derek Rivera looking for something here. Trying to make a play. Won't find it. And here we go again. Felder to Salvador Gomez. Gomez to Stephen Haven. Haven on Edis Amarovic. Straight back to Salvador Gomez. Gomez now just dribbling up the field per usual. Ball played to Rivera. It gets past defenders for the Lakers, but the ref will call offsides after the linesman raised his flag.
Nick, I think we're going to see Rivera get about 1,000 chances in these last 27 minutes because the Bengals know how good he is and how potent he is on defense. So for the Lakers, it's just up to them. It's just that they have to contain him. That's their main job, Nick.
Once again, the Lakers in a must-win situation for playoff contention. As we continue here, the Buffalo State Bengals, as we said before, already clinched their spot into the SUNY Conference playoffs, second behind Cortland. Rivera now on the ball. Hustleback gets it straight from him. Looking for a through ball for Tajay Ellis. It's Felder versus Tajay once again. Tajay now in a 2-on-1 against Matthew Stasiuk and Felder. Stasiuk looking for something, and Tajay furiously kicks the ball straight at the fence as it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Tajay getting various chances on net now, but we see the Bengals applying more pressure. We saw two men just on Ellis, forcing him to go out of bounds with it.
And now we have Salvador Gomez. Gomez on the ball, looking for something here. Plays a through ball, tries the through ball to Haven. Haven's very fast, but Bullis gets there first. Ryan Bullis trying to make it not a corner. What a play by Bullis. Phenomenal play by Bullis to make it a Laker goal kick, Logan.
Yeah, Bullis, just one player in a whole Laker team that has, I think, showcased their two-way dominance and how masterfully they can play when they showcase both the offensive and defensive abilities. Bullis, the poster boy for that.
That's the best feeling as a defender when you win that, when you hit it off the other player for a goal kick. As we see Tajay Ellis restart play here. Tried to throw ball to the middle. No one was there. Alex Stasiuk picked up that pass made by Tajay. Now we have Jadu on the ball. Jadu tries to play a through ball to Gregson. No one's going there as Kyle Rose will easily scoop that up. He will not scoop it up. He'll keep it on his feet as Rivera slightly presses. Makumsky now on the left side of the pitch, looking for something here. Makumsky plays the ball all the way up. No one is there besides Salvador Gomez, who wins the header. Stephen Haven. Now Kitcher, Jay Kitcher on the ball. Kitcher looking for something, finds Jadu. Jadu with the ball on the line. Ball is not out. Bastone with the ball, still in play. Haven, that's a phenomenal tackle there by the right back as Rivera wins it straight back. Rivera awarded the captain's band this week. Usually Benjamin Brooks with that captain's band. We'll see Gregson now. Sam Gregson versus Kieran Hustleback. Gregson gets past Hustleback and Bullis. Now it's a one-on-one. Rivera, the flag is up though, and the Bengals aren't happy.
Yeah, Nick, Rivera's got to be so frustrated. I believe that is his third chance back into the box. That's caused by his stoppage. The last two, rather, though, were shots that were too powerful, but now a stoppage stops Rivera from doing anything further.
We have a free kick for Scout Makumsky. Bombs the ball up in the air. It's Tajay. It's always to Tajay looking for something. Edis Amarovic. Amarovic, two headers. Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk gets the ball out. King now. King on the ball. A back heel chop to Hustleback. Great play there by Rowan King. Felder gets there, but Tajay Ellis trips him right before Felder could get there in time, and that will be a free kick for the Bengals.
Yeah, Tajay, again, a very good dynamic player for the Lakers. I'd say he's their superstar on both offense and defense. He's such a physical player, so he can impose his will at any time on both sides.
T.J. Ellis now, speaking of, on the ball. And now he's going to use that pace. This is the play everybody loves to see if you're a fan of the Oswego State Lakers. T.J. Ellis on the wing, stepping over against Salvador Gomez. Gomez puts a foot in, wins the ball once. Now T.J. still on the ball, looking for something. Edis Amarovic mistouches it, and we could see a counterattack now. Gregson looks for Rivera, won't find Rivera. The ball will be put right back into the feet of Rowan King. King to McCumsky. McCumsky looking for something here. We'll play Bullis on the wing. Ryan Bullis will play a through ball. Great ball by Bullis there to Edis Amarovic. Amarovic plays it straight back to McCumsky. McCumsky on the ball now. Looking for Kieran Husselbeck. Will be found. Husselbeck lofts it for Edis Amarovic. Won't find anything there. Kitcher now. Through ball played. Scout McCumsky wins it straight back. A dummy play. T.J. Ellis knew he was offsides there and didn't want to give him a free kick there. As Stephen Haven keeps it straight in for Carson Smith. Smith plays Haven straight back. 22 minutes and 34 seconds left into the game for the Oswego State Lakers. The Lakers preparing two substitutions on the far side of the field. I can see Stasiuk plays it deep, trying to see his brother Alec. Kieran Husselbeck in a one-on-one with Diego Rivera. Rivera won't be able to get that ball. Sakobo couldn't get that ball either for a Laker throw.
Yeah, Nick, and the most possible outcome for this game may be overtime, because we see 1-1 if either team's not able to do anything.
We will see here as a Laker throw-in is to be made by T.J. Tanner, as we see two substitutions. That will be Kieran Husselbeck and T.J. Ellis coming off for Ian Husselbeck and Ethan Caruana. Caruana now tries to play a through ball to Edis Amarovic. Great touch there by Salvador Gomez to get it back into the feet of Carson Smith. Felder wins the ball there after juking Rivera out. We see Stephen Haven to Salvador Gomez. Gomez now to Felder. We have Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk on the ball to Felder. Felder to Gomez. Gomez now looking for something. Isaac Felder plays Stasiuk again. The entire back line is shifting the tide right now as we see Gomez once more. Gomez now looking for something. Tries the long ball. People are there. Gregson chests it. Rivera still there. Lavranenko taps it out for a Bengal corner.
We know how meticulous this Bengal offense can be, and we saw it right there as they were just trying to find something on net. They tried to get it to Rivera. However, the connecting pass did not work.
We have a corner for Sakobo. Sakobo now once again. He's had some great deliveries so far, Logan. What do you think happens here?
Yeah, I think maybe they get it out to one of these off the head and it could go in. But Laker faithful maybe stands tall.
Great header out by McCumsky. The ball is still in play, though. Headed straight back in by Salvador Gomez. Cleared ball was bouncing around like ping pong and hit again by Alex Stasiuk for absolutely nothing and a Laker goal kick.
Yeah, and the Laker faithful did stand tall there as it was seamlessly knocked out. A very good all-around team effort on defense by them now goes back to Kyle Rose.
Kyle Rose with the ball. Plays it to Scout McCumsky. McCumsky now looking for something. He has Bullis right there. He will not give it to him. He'll play a long ball to Edis Amarovic. Amarovic looking for something. Will get cleared out by Salvador Gomez. Kitcher to Isaac Felder. Felder to Matthew Stasiuk. Stasiuk to Felder. Felder plays Gomez. Now Kitcher. Kitcher to Stasiuk. Stasiuk to Kitcher. Kitcher to Stasiuk, going back and forth, back and forth. Now he'll swing the ball. Edis Amarovic could have got a touch there, and it could have been a scary sight for the Bengals, but Gomez recovers it. Stephen Haven on the ball. Great touch in by Gregson. Gregson in a one-on-one. Rose has to get there, and a kick to the stomach on Rose. Gregson walks away. The entire Laker team is in disbelief. That's not a card.
Yeah, Nick, I thought it could certainly be a card there as Rose rolling around on the field for about 5 seconds. Thankfully, he gets up, and Gregson just walks away, not offering assistance to Rose, who he kicked. But the Bengals will get it in the corner.
Sakobo once more. This is his 7th corner of the day. Sakobo waiting for the Bengals to get in a great spot. Sokobo, hand raised, running up to the ball. Whips it in. Great corner taken by Sokobo. A sea of whites there, though, to block it. That's Diego Rivera. Volley. Rose falls. Cleared by King. Rivera tried the bicycle. Won't get anything out of it. The ref blows the whistle on a trip from Rivera after that attempted bicycle kick.
Yeah.
And Caruana isn't happy with Rivera.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't be either. This game, again, Nick, getting very chippy, as we've seen so far, is transpiring into the second half. 10 fouls on the Lakers to 5 on the Bengals.
TJ Tanner, looking for someone, finds Ian Husselbeck, who's back after that knock he had earlier in the game.
Yeah, and he's such a vital offensive and defensive piece for this team alongside that brother, both of them creating great chemistry for this team.
And a foul called on the Lakers for a Bengal free kick. It will be taken by Matthew Stasiak. Stasiak takes it quick. Doesn't give the Lakers time to dispute the foul. Salvador Gomez now on the ball. We'll give it to Alex Stasiak. Stasiak looking for something. Takes it down the middle. Plays it to his brother, Matthew Stasiak. Matthew Stasiak on the wing against Derek Rivera. Rivera couldn't get there. Ball's whipped in. No one got to it, and it will be played out for another Laker goal kick.
Yeah, some shaky possessions on both ends here. More so the Bengals, as they're just making more errant passes that just result in Laker possessions. Now we'll see if the Lakers can do anything with it now.
Rose once again with the ball. Seems to be fine after that little boot to the chest. Ball cleared out by Rowan King. Rivera tried the touch. Won't get anything out of it. Stasiak confused on why that is disputed. Fans are not happy with the call. We have Alex Stasiak on the ball. Stasiak plays it to Salvador Gomez. Gomez now swings it to Stephen Haven. Caruana could get there. Hit off Haven. That's a phenomenal play by Caruana to give the Lakers the ball back.
Absolutely masterful showing by Caruana. One of the many key defensive pieces in this Lakers defense. So now they're going to try to turn this back into offense.
Bullis takes the throw, looking for something, fakes it towards McCumsky, actually throws it down the line to Edis Amarovic. Haven, hands all over him, looking for something. Salvador Gomez kind of whiffs the ball there. There's Caruana to Edis Amarovic. Edis Amarovic doesn't have the pace like Tajay, but he's still moving on the wing. We'll let it go for a corner kick. The Lakers will receive a corner off a great smart play by Edis Amarovic.
Yeah, that was certainly smart by him to give his team yet another chance on goal, Nick. And personally, I think Lakers might be able to convert here off of a header if they set up the right pieces. What do you think?
The definition of a must-score situation if you're an Oswego Laker. Simon Bastone on the ball. Hand raised. Runs up to it. Ball is played into the middle. Great corner there. Punched out by Carson Smith. Bullis heads it right back in. Cleared out by Kitcher. Ball is at TJ Tanner's feet. He will play it straight back wide to Bastone. Phenomenal touch by Bastone there. Bastone looking for something. Haven on him. Ball played to the middle with no one in a white jersey there. A sea of green that ball was played into as the Lakers will get, my apologies, the Bengals will get a goal kick.
Yeah, first of all, a textbook stop there by Smith, coming out early, high IQ play by him, and then the rest of the Bengals defense learns from him to stand tall and deny the Lakers a chance, and we see why this defense is so renowned.
And with 14 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock with the score tied at 1-1, the Buffalo State Bengals, I'll tell you what, they don't want their fourth draw at 1-1 in a row, and the Oswego Lakers want more than a draw. They also want to win. These two teams are going to battle as a long ball is sent. Long ball played over the top. One by McCumsky, now Vladimir Lavrinenko. It's Rivera now. Rivera into the middle of the box, plays the ball through the middle. Ian Husselbeck on the ball. Ian Husselbeck clears it out. And a couple of substitutions were made for the Bengals. What then came on? Stephen Haven came off for Chris Godoy, and Jado came off for Joseph Desmani. And the Bengals tried to get away with a sneaky one there.
Now we see the fans disgraced with the ref as the Bengals do get it back.
And now Salvador Gomez swings it to Isaac Felder. Felder now dribbling up the ball. Felder plays a long ball over to Sokobo. Sokobo versus TJ Tanner, who has been an absolute brick wall on that side. Sokobo, though, phenomenal play to get past 3 Lakers. And another play made. That's Kieran Hustleback. And that is a very poor foul by Hustleback, as he will be shown the yellow card, the first one of the game, and it goes to Kieran Hustleback.
Yeah, that's just an undisciplined play there, really, from Hustleback, because you're giving your opponent yet another chance on goal, and we know how good this offense can be, especially off of those penalties. They can just capitalize on those right away if they set up the right pieces.
And we see Alex Stasiuk and Sokobo over the ball, Lissetti Sokobo. No Diego Rivera in the mix, so that probably tells you they're going for a cross, right, Logan?
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there, Nick, and those crosses are where I think they do the best, because you have Rivera set up there, and he's been able to get those in. We've seen him get a free kick in.
Stasiak over the ball, looks for a cross, finds something. Felder wasn't there in time. Ball cleared out by McCumsky. The Lakers trying to make a press. That's Godoy. Godoy plays it into Salvador Gomez. Lissetti Sokobo. Sokobo trying to get past TJ Tanner, who he hasn't been able to touch this entire game, as Derek Rivera loses it to the Bengals. Bullis clears it once more. Matthew Stasiak looking for something here. Finds Kitcher on the left wing. Kitcher to Rivera. Great interception by Lavernenko. Goes straight to the feet of Kitcher, though. Stasiak looking for something here. Swings it to Salvador Gomez. Gomez now all the time in the world. Hours of space. Tries the long ball to Rivera. Will go past everybody for another Laker goal kick.
Yeah, and the Lakers the momentum shifting. Nobody's able to have a clear advantage yet, so we'll see if the Lakers can do anything.
And we have another goal kick here for Kyle Rose. Rose looking for something here. Ball is played into Rowan King. King gives it back to Rose. Now Scout McCumsky on the ball. McCumsky clears it wide. That's Edis Omoravic. Tried to bridge past Salvador Gomez over the head of Felder. Carson Smith honestly whiffed it. Caruana tries to control it. It's against Godoy. Godoy looking for something against Caruana. Caruana finding something, trying to make a play. Caruana still on the wing. Ball is out for a Bengal throw-in.
Yeah, and Caruana really with his first premier offensive chance of the match, however, quickly met by 2 or 3 black jerseys, able to take the ball away from him, and Caruana may be getting nervous in those situations.
And as we mentioned before, with Fredonia beating SUNY Morrisville, if the score stands as it is with 11 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game at 1-1, they will have to beat Fredonia next week to get a chance at playoff contention. But as of right now, we have a Laker free kick and in a dangerous spot for these Bengals.
Yeah, it is a very dangerous spot. If you're the Lakers, you do certainly want to convert. We know how good this offense can be, as you have a primary shot taker in many of these offensive schemes.
McCumsky, ball crossed in, short. The rain is still pouring down here at Laker turf. Kieran Hustleback tries to chip a ball and nothing is showing for him. Headed straight back into the play by Hustleback. Chested down by Hustleback. It's ping pong with Kieran Hustleback here. Now Ian Hustleback tries to win a header. Won't find much. His brother Kieran fighting for the ball. Won't get it. But now Rivera finding a play across the side. That's Scout McCumsky against Sokobo. McCumsky tries to play a ball in the middle to Edis Omoravic. Kieran Hustleback heads it once. His brother Ian heads it. Miscommunication by the brothers there as the ball sits. Bengals on the ball right now. Pushed in the back. Caruana gets the call. Foul on, Joseph Desamine.
Yeah,
and another yellow card. This one for Caruana.
Yeah, and we see if the Lakers, you just don't really need to do that. It was hard for Caruana to move out of the way there as he was on the back of Rivera there, but still, you really don't need to contribute that undisciplined play as we wind down in 10 minutes.
Rivera standing over the ball. 2 yellow cards and 11 fouls for the Oswego Lakers today, compared to 0 yellow cards and 7 fouls for the Bengals. Rivera standing over the ball, waiting for the ref to get out of his way. Rivera now. What do you think Rivera sees in this play?
Yeah, I think Rivera, it's rather a sea of white jerseys. I think maybe the Lakers do deny this. Maybe Rose comes out sort of early and just makes a textbook stop. But Rivera, he knows who his primary shot takers are. He knows who to get it to. So this will be a very interesting setup from the 23 goal scorer, Rivera.
And we see a substitution here. Simon Bastone comes onto the pitch. Ethan Caruana, the man who just received a yellow card, comes off. As we wait, Rivera stands over the ball. Hand is raised. Rivera, ball whipped in. Oh my God, what a play! Salvador Gomez mistouches the ball. Sokobo wants to keep it in. He does keep it in. A horrible chance missed by Salvador Gomez. Sokobo now tries a left foot cross, blocked by Edis Omoravic. Sokobo and Omoravic now running down the wing, looking for something in Sokobo. Sokobo won't win it. Edis Omoravic in a one-on-one. And now the ball is played all the way back to Carson Smith. A horrible chance missed for Salvador Gomez.
Yeah, and if you're the Bengals, you gotta not like yourself for that one because Gomez just not able to capitalize there. But my prediction was wrong. Rose didn't have to step out, but rather Lakers defense stood tall.
Exactly that, Logan, as the ball is headed on by Rivera. Ball with Kieran Husselbeck now, tries to find somebody on the wing, and nobody is there. And the ball is going to move faster anyways when you're on this wet turf in the rain, and it's a problem when you make missed passes like that as the ball is switched. Kitcher over to Godoy. Godoy tries to whip the ball into the middle. Wide open. What a play. What a goal. What a phenomenal play by number 2 on the Bengals. That is Joseph Desamine, a bicycle-esque kick to give the Bengals the lead 2-1 at Laker turf. And if you see on this replay, what an absolute beautiful kick. Phenomenal bicycle kick by Joseph Desamine. As you can see, a bunch of miscues by the Laker defense, and Joseph Desamine, what a goal, Logan.
Yeah, and for Desamine, he hasn't been featured too much in the Buffalo State offense. However, in 2025, that's just his second goal of the year. He gets it past Rose, who, from my viewpoint, wasn't even able to move, and then that maybe it was yet another lapse that the Lakers suffered in the first half. They suffer one yet again.
Gareth Bale in the 2018 Champions League Final did it, and now Joseph Desamine does it on a wet, rainy day at Laker turf. Phenomenal play to give the Bengals the lead, and the Lakers will restart kickoff with Edis Omoravic as Tajay Ellis comes back in, and they switch to a 4-2-4 formation with 2 strikers. TJ Tanner now trying to run the ball down, looking for something here. Kyle Rose. Also, that substitution was Rowan King for Tajay Ellis, playing a very offensive role now. TJ Tanner looking for something. Well, Derek Rivera will give the ball back to TJ Tanner. TJ Tanner to Kieran Husselbeck. Husselbeck to Tanner. McCumsky now tries to clear it. Miscued. Bastone in the middle. Ian Husselbeck to Scout McCumsky. McCumsky has Bullis. Ball played behind Bullis. Bullis now all the time in the world. Sokobo tries to press. Ball played a little short to Tajay Ellis there. Tajay Ellis finds Rivera, though Rivera falls over Diego Rivera. And now TJ Tanner heads the ball straight to Kieran Husselbeck. Husselbeck to Bullis. Bullis now. Simon Bastone. Bastone trying to find something here in a one-on-one with Godoy. Played back to Scout McCumsky. 8 minutes, 12 seconds left on the clock here at Laker turf. We have TJ Tanner on the ball. Tanner, McCumsky once more. The Bengals playing a very smart press, only having 1 striker now rather than 2, and let all the way through for Carson Smith. Smith isn't going to touch the ball. Wait for the Laker to press him. Just wait, and Smith will pick the ball back up, wasting as much time as possible, Logan.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game, Nick, just to waste time now as you're up 2-1. That lead can be quickly decimated, so the Bengals just want to waste as much time as they can. As you see in football in the 2-minute warning, when you're up, you just try to waste time, so the Bengals just want to play it slow now.
Now to Jay Ellis and Edis Omoravic. To Jay, can he get there? To Jay, tries to muscle out Salvador Gomez. What a slide by Salvador Gomez to relieve the pressure that Tajay Ellis was giving off.
Nick, Tajay Ellis seeing the ball so many times in this match as he comes in with about 8 minutes to go when he did come in. He's going to be such a focal point of this offense, probably the main point of this offense. He tries to get it through there, but the Bengals standing tall yet again.
If they needed him at any time, they would definitely need him now as Ryan Bullis stands over the corner kick. The Lakers need a very promising goal here. to Jay Ellis in the box along with Scout McCumsky, Ian Hustleback. Played short to Kieran Hustleback. Hustleback tried something along the left side, lofted over the goal for a Bengal goal kick.
Yeah, Nick, and I don't know if that was the right choice from the corner. Maybe they should have passed it out more to the middle to try to get a header, because when it's passed straight out and you get that type of grounder strike, it's just disappointing because you know you could have done more if you tried to cross it to the middle.
6 minutes and 26 seconds remain here as Carson Smith looks to have a bomb ball to just get the ball as far away from that goal as possible. Kick to about the halfway line. Never mind, a little short, maybe 10 yards. Bastone on the ball, phenomenal touch. Beautiful play back to Scout McCumsky. McCumsky to Bullis. Bullis on the left wing looking for something. Bastone is there. Bastone tries to get past Kitcher. Kitcher plays it to Desamine, the man who scored the beautiful bicycle kick we just witnessed. Kyle Rose, all the way back to Rose. Rose now looking for something. Easy pass to Tanner. Tanner trying to speed the play up a little bit, maybe looking for something. He will go for a longer kick. Ball is played to Edis Omarovic, a little short. That's Gregson there heading the ball back. And now that is Godoy. Godoy on the wing looking for something. Just taking his time, looks for the big ball over the top. That's Stasiak. Alex Stasiak loses it to Scout McCumsky. McCumsky now taking it up the wing. McCumsky, the midfield, my apologies. McCumsky looking for a through ball to Jay Ellis. And here we go. Godoy versus Tajay. If Tajay gets past him there, he would have had a great opportunity, but he doesn't. And another Laker corner.
Yeah, Nick, I've noticed that the Lakers certainly are trying at least to apply more urgency within these final minutes, but it's a combination of miscues from the Lakers that really are their Achilles heel. And on the other end for Buffalo State, their defense has not lost a step, winning the one-on-one battles, and also the team just coming together to put together such good all-around effort.
Bastone whips the ball in, looking for something short. Diving header by Salvador Gomez. Bullis mistouches the ball there. Great play by Bullis to get it past Rivera. Now another one-on-one with Sokobo. Plays it out wide to Bastone, who's still there, looking for another cross. Bastone plays it down the line to Bullis on an overlapping run. Bullis went for the slide. Nothing called by the ref, but it will go for a goal kick for the Bengals.
Maybe more of a predictable pass there from from Bastone to Bullis. We just saw the defender get to the ball right away, goes out of bounds. Now it goes back to the Bengals.
Carson Smith looking to just hit this ball as far as he possibly can here. Just wants to get it as far away from this goal as possible as we wind down to 4 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. Ball is bombed in the air. Past the 50 this time, looking for something. Kieran Hustleback trying to win the one-on-one there. Won't win anything. A bunch of people falling. The bodies are hitting the floor. Sokobo plays it down. It's a one-on-one with Desamine and Bullis. Now Sokobo plays across the middle, and it's 3-1 for the Bengals. What a play there. And it's looking very bleak for the Oswego Lakers. A goal for the Bengals with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left on the clock. Goal by Liam Molloy, another substitute for the Bengals. What a play. And we're looking at a very bleak end for the Lakers. Molloy now, 1 goal in this game for each Rivera, Molloy, and Desamine, Logan.
Yeah, Buffalo State really showing their versatility on offense as they can bring out 3 different goal scorers. And for Kyle Rose, it's been an unfortunate outing for him. But it's a very potent offense, as you know, so you have to prepare for that if you're Kyle Rose. Just 1 goal, that's his second goal, on the season for Liam Molloy.
4 minutes remaining. The Lakers stack the left side of the pitch. Lavranenko plays it short to McCumsky. McCumsky clears the ball all the way up. Looking for a last-minute miracle here, the Oswego Lakers, to stay into this game. A loss could write their playoff contention hopes goodbye. McCumsky hits it out for a Bengal throw-in.
Yeah, Nick, and I don't think the box score does this game entirely justice for the Lakers because I think they've played way better than the score represents. It's just been a few unfortunate defensive lapses that have not helped them in the final minutes.
Rivera has the ball in one-on-one situation, and Rivera, his second goal of the day, mistouched by TJ Tanner, 4-1, and an absolute spirit crusher for the Lakers as the lead gets worse and worse going into the end of this game. It's a very sad end to this game for the Lakers. Rose head down. And as you can see on this play, Diego Rivera gets the ball off a mistouch from TJ Tanner. Rivera slots it into the left side for an amazing goal, Logan.
Yeah, and the Buffalo State Bengals not losing a step even in the waning minutes, and Kyle Rose, the outing, gets even more unfortunate for him. And as for Rivera, that's his 24th goal on the season. Again, still number one in all of NCAA Division III. Now 6 goals ahead of the second place goal scorer.
May make a running for another athlete of the week, even though he's already won 6 of them this year. As we see the play get restarted for another Bengal throw-in. Matthew Stasiak on that wing. Stasiak finding Isaac Felder. Felder clearing the ball as far as he could there. Felder looking for Desamine. Won't find anything. Lavranenko now in the back.
Yeah, and that assist on the Rivera goal was from Salvador Gomez. So as Nick said, this game getting ugly and the Bengals just running away with it now.
And now Sakobo on the ball. Lissetti Sakobo trying to find something out of nothing. Derek Rivera, great play. And the ref will give a free kick. I don't know if I agree with that one, Logan.
Yeah, I mean, this game just getting scrappy. But if you look at the Lakers side, with how many non-calls they've faced, it's kind of hard to justify this one.
And Sakobo slow to get up after that challenge by Derek Rivera.
Yeah, but regardless of anything, you have to pray that Sakobo is okay because he's such a prominent part of this offense, such a good player for the Bengals, one of the prominent goal scorers.
Sakobo has had a very strong role in this entire team, taking every corner kick, finally gets up, seems to be all right for this play. He's got 2 minutes left of hardcore Division III soccer.
Yeah, and I think if you're the coach, maybe he's hurt. You're up 4-1. I mean, maybe you just got to sub him out, let him rest for the final 2 minutes, let those young gunners get experience for the team.
And we're looking at a Carson Smith free kick here. Ball is played very wide to Diego Rivera against Vladimir Lavranenko. Ball headed out by Lavranenko. Alex Stasiak. Now Gregson. Gregson to the other Stasiak. That's Matthew Stasiak. Stasiak to Felder. Felder now in his own corner. Kieran Husselbeck. And the ball is Husselbeck called on another foul on Molloy. He has to be careful because of a yellow card. But now it's Rivera mistouching the ball for a Laker throw-in. Lavranenko here. 1:41 on the clock here at Laker turf. 4-1 to the Buffalo State Bengals as the Lakers look to get maybe a consolation goal on the night. And now we see Ryan Bullis. Bullis now on the wing looking to get past Sakobo. Bullis plays a deep ball, my apologies. Now Ian Husselbeck on the ball. Husselbeck trying to get through to Molloy. Great play there. Scored the third goal. A phenomenal slide by Kieran Husselbeck. And the ball is called on another foul. Clock may be stopped. Kieran Husselbeck has to be really careful coming up on a yellow card. Won't get the red, but they play wide to Godoy. A minute left on the clock. Godoy whips it in. Nothing there. TJ Tanner clears. Makumsky tries to bomb it up the field. It's a grounder. One straight back by Alex Stasiak. And now Rivera making a play.
Yeah, and Nick, for Husselbeck, that was his second foul in just the 88th minute, so he certainly has to be careful. The Lakers just getting out of control now, rather, on that undisciplined play.
30 seconds left in this game. Rivera heads the ball over, clear it out. That's Matthew Stasiak clearing it out. Rivera now on Lavranenko. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Oswego Lakers playoff hopes dwindling down second by second. Kieran Husselbeck to Derek Rivera. The ball will be played out. 10 seconds left on the clock. The teams will walk off. And Logan, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think that the Buffalo State Bengals really dominated in every facet. I'm just looking at stats. They got 21 shots, 6 of those shots on goal, Rivera being a key piece, so the Lakers not able to really fend them off at any point.
And we thank you all here at the press box. My name is Nicholas Stetter. I'm here with Logan Weingartner. We thank you all for an amazing game here at Laker Turf, and we'll see you next time on WTOP 10.